Welcome to another Just Flying episode. Yes, another kind of bonus video. Well, it has been a longer flight which I wasn't intending to record. Set off from Wellington, and the weather has been lovely clear skies all the way until we're almost at Christchurch, and we now have lots of clouds. So started recording just in case this does get interesting. Although I say Christchurch, but the intention is to land at Wigram, not at NZCH. So, yeah, I don't know, we may have something fun happen, or it might be a bit of a dull and boring video. I'm really not sure yet. Only a few more miles to go, and that looks enough fuel in the tip tank, so I'll leave that for now, then drop it over to the main wing tank for landing. Yeah, we're in the Marchetti, by the way, which is a plane I've realised that I'm not taken out for a flight for ages. Seriously, I don't think I've been in it this year yet. So that was part of the reason for this flight, just to give it a go again. Anyway, currently we're showing scattered cloud at 650, visibility 7, light and variable wind, so at least that's nothing to worry about. Yeah, being able to see is going to be the issue we may have. I have already got the ILS tuned in at Christchurch, so if Wigram does turn into a no-go, then we can land on instruments at NZCH as an alternate, so we're getting somewhere. Yeah, but fingers crossed that as it is showing scattered, then might be able to find a hole to descend through in the cloud to actually be able to land at Wigram where we we're supposed to be going. Yeah, anyway, a bit of a break from scenery making for a few days. Had a quick look at getting some research material together for NZWT, and I'm just not in the mood at the moment, so gave up. Yeah, I mean, it happens, have little phases where some things are enjoyable and exciting, and then I don't know, I suppose I get bored doing the same thing, so yeah, not bothering with scenery of any description for a few days. And when I do come back to it again next week or whatever, yeah, it will be fresh and fun and something I want to do once more. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does things like that and has little phases with things. And let's face it, this is a hobby, not a job, so I'm not going to do it on days where I'm not really enjoying it. And I suppose that means you may get a few more flying videos over the next few days. That's, yeah, being in the cockpit, that's still high up there on the having fun curve, shall we say. Let's see if it's still fun as we get a bit closer through all this cloud. Not that far away now. So, fuel seems to be a little bit more in the right wing tank than any of the others. So, yeah, come on, can be a bit fiddly, that fuel selector. Move, correct that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that'll do for our final approach, whether that final approach ends up being Wigram or Christchurch. Well, we do have a hole in the cloud here, which could be just what we need. Gear warnings, just pull the fuse out. Yeah, with this thing, if you pull back on the throttle too far, you get the landing gear warning bleeps as you've just heard, which are quite loud and annoying. Now I need the throttle pulled back to try and slow down, and we're too fast to be lowering the landing gear yet, so putting up with that bleeping for a minute or two, yeah, that gets a bit much quite quickly. So found out which fuse I need to pull out, and that does kill the warning bleep, so that's good. Although it also kills the 3 green lights on the panel when we do finally lower the wheels. But yeah, I can live without the green lights not having an overly annoying noise. That's definitely the better option. When we do put the wheels down, I generally forget to put the fuse back in again. We'll probably do exactly the same today, but there we go. Under the cloud, or what cloud there is, and I can see a runway, so I'd say that looks like we are going to Wigram today. Didn't check which was the active runway at the moment, but light and variable winds, and on the map there's no AI aircraft at the moment either close to or even parked at the airfield. So nobody else to worry about, and we'll just do a straight in approach from here, which is also visually the best looking of the approaches, I think, into this place. So if you didn't know, by the way, Wigram did actually shut down as an airfield quite a few years ago, so this is a sort of semi-reimagined fantasy kind of thing, sort of rebuilt to how it was, but also at the same time how it might be if it had stayed open as an active airfield and things that have got built around it. So, yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I haven't flown this plane for quite a few months, which therefore means I haven't landed this plane for quite a few months. All looking good so far though. I've forgotten to push the fuse back in again, haven't I? But never mind. Too late to be worrying about that now. Get down. Jesus, come on, will you land? Please? Yeah, eventually. Yeah, all okay in the end, and we did finally get down onto the ground, but yeah, I think that's going to be a contender for the end of year awards ceremony in the category of biggest floater. Which I possibly could have phrased a little differently, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we're there. Yeah, lucky it is quite a long runway here, as we probably used up about half of it there, didn't we? Which was maybe a good thing though, because you know, we are now closer to the end of the runway and the turn off, which we wanted. Yeah, bright side. Yeah, so apart from the fact that it didn't want to land, yeah, I did quite enjoy that Marchetti flight. Yeah, it's an old X-Plane 11 payware aircraft. Has been updated for 12, but yeah, being payware, it looks nice. Lots of stuff in here works, such as the fuses, which didn't put back in. But yeah, never mind. Nothing new there, as I quite often forget that. yeah, you know, some payware things, they do live up to expectations, some fall a little short of what you'd hope they would be. Yeah, with this one, totally happy with the purchase, and it's a very nice aircraft. I mean, each to their own, isn't it? People like different things, and for me, this is a good one. Yeah, I suppose as I'm not scenery making for a few days, I might do a few more flights than usual, might hit the record button a bit more often. You might see it again. Well, maybe not, as I'll probably fly a few different aircraft. As it doesn't happen that often where I take 2 trips back to back in the same plane. Have a bit of variety. Not sure that tarmac's looking brilliant, is it? That could possibly do with a tweak one day. Turn it into X-Plane 12 asphalt. Yeah, whatever. It'll do for now. Right, so we made it then. We did arrive, and it turned into being quite a dull and boring video, really. Yeah, never mind. I'm sure I'll be back soon where there will be screaming fireballs and all the usual kind of things whenever I try to land. Okay then, see you soon.